Oh my gosh. There we go. Hi everyone. Come on in here. If you're just coming into Life with Paulette, go ahead and hit that like button. We are on another Conversations on the Go. Why is that, Paulette? Because I'm always on the go doing something. Hopefully you all can hear me. If you are just coming in to Life with Paulette, let me know if you can hear. I always have to double check because sometimes, guys, I be talking and basically you guys can't even hear what I'm trying to say because it's muted. You all know how that mute thing go. Y'all know when the devil don't have nothing else to do, he always gonna try to find somebody he can toggle on. Okay, well, with me, the last couple of months my videos be muted because life be lifing, okay? But anyway, guys, hope all is well. Aloha Friday to each and every one of you. What are you guys planning for today? Y'all having plans for today? Hopefully that everybody's having a great time. You all have family plans. Make sure you're scouting out some time to spend with the family. I know most of us work Monday through Friday, and then some of us will take off on the weekend so that we can, deal with the family and cover all the extra things that we were not able to do through the week. So I just want to let you all know today is a Friday, and it's where we wrap up the week and get it all together. Hi guys, if you're just coming in, please let me know if you can hear me by giving me a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs up, that let me know that you can hear me and everything is good to go. I just started this car, and everybody know when I start this car it be muting stuff. I think it's the car playing, but I had that excuse for the longest, and right now we are just getting started my day. I finished up with the gym. Let me double check. But I had that excuse for the longest, and right now there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But anyway, guys, I just wanted y'all to know, welcome to Life with Paulette. I always have to do these long intros. You know why? Because I'm so used to starting up the conversation. Hello, Sister Tanya. Are we good to go? Yes, we are, sister. I normally start my conversations, and then I used to go all into it, guys. And by the time I get all into the conversations, it's muted, and it's a little frustrating sometimes, because not only do I come on here, I'm trying to come on consistent. I'm working on getting more consistent, okay? Because this consistency in 2026 for Paulette, we are working hard on it, okay? But hopefully I can get it betterly together. But right now, this is what we get. Conversations on the go. Sorry if you can't see. I was trying to clean my mirror, and basically this little light right here, hold on guys, I'm just trying to clean up this phone. Can you see me better now? Anyway, if it looks a little hazy, blame it on the Android phone. It was the phone, okay? It wasn't my fault. But anyway, I'm on my gig app, and I finally started off with the second phone. So if anybody calling on this phone, y'all would not be muted or cut off. So that's a good thing, guys. We are getting it together slowly but surely. The good thing is it's not the end of the month yet. So we're still at the beginning of January. So still part of my New Year's resolution in trying to give you guys great information and short also. I don't want to keep it too long. I want to keep it short because I noticed that everybody else is also trying to get a little jump on and get their little stuff together, But today, guys, the topic in general is Aloha's family time. And I hopefully that you guys are checking in with your loved ones. Have you all checked in with your friends? You all have some friends out there that you haven't touched bases. I think I got an email, and I also got a message from a Hawaii friend that I met a few years ago, and they used to live here, then they moved, and now they're back. And she just sent me a little message stating that, good friends is not always the one that you talk to every day. Is that friend that you don't have to talk to. I have friends, guys, in my life that I don't have to talk to on a daily basis. I could talk to them years later and we could catch right back up. because we all have life that's going on and we all are different. We go our separate ways, right and left. So if you have that friend and you are the needy friend, check yourself, because sometimes it's not that you're not in their heart or in their mind. It's just that people grow apart, and what you used to give each other back when you started in the beginning of your season may not be what they're needed now, but it don't mean that you're upset or mad. It's just that you grew apart. You're on different interests. My interests have changed tremendously compared to last year and this year. My focus is different. My connection, everything about me is different, because as you grow, you don't want to stay the same. You want to change. So what I've learned is, and what I'm saying is, still check in. Don't take it personal. Just check in. Sometimes it be so busy we don't get a chance to call or text somebody, but you on their social media, give them a heart every once in a while. Let them know that, hey, I see you. I'm busy, you're busy. I just want you to know, keep going. I'm rooting for you. I want to be that friend that's a cheerleader, but I don't have to be all out there to be the cheerleader. I can be cheerleading from the back. And that's one thing about me. I don't need to be in the front. I could cheer from the side, from the middle, from the other side, from the back. I don't need to be the lead in the front and everybody see I'm the best friend. No, I can hide. I love hiding myself. I love putting myself in a place where God can see me, and that's all that matters to me, So most of the time, when you're growing and you're maturing, you always feel like that little kid that used to have that best friend, and then all of a sudden the next new neighbor come in, and that friend ended up friending that other friend. Now it's 3 people in a circle, and the first friend felt like they were entitled for you the whole time, and they're not being very friendly because they don't want to share you. So don't be that friend, okay? Don't be Debbie Dowder and little Susie in the background in the peanut gallery just hating because you wanted your friend to be for yourself. It's okay to share. It's okay to grow. I don't want a friend that just want me for themselves. I don't want a friend that just want me to just stay in the same little space. I want a friend that's going to root me and push me to grow, to stretch me, to expand, to try out situations so that I can expand not only my thought process, but also my surroundings. Because some people don't want you to grow. They want you to stay comfortable where you're at, because that means that you and them is on the same level, and they don't want you to surpass them. They're cheering you on, but then as soon as you go a little bit farther, then all of a sudden it's like, what's going on with you? And they start bringing up all the extra stuff. Be the best friend that you can be. Be the cheerleader. And sometimes you don't always have to be the one out front. You could be in the back doing the things that need to be done in order to help elevate and move that friend or that loved one on a different level, without having to have all the little, all the starlights and all the nice little, what do you call that now? The trumpet sounding because you're coming in. Okay, make way. Nobody got to make way. You could find your little safe space. You could do your thing. And sometimes all you need to do is your friend. I have a friend. I pray for her on a daily basis. We don't communicate every day. I grew up with her all my life. She have her business. She's very successful. I got my business. I consider myself as a very successful individual as well. I'm blessed. I call it blessed. Okay, she's blessed. I'm blessed. And we don't talk every day. I make sure and call her on her birthday. She calls me on my birthday. Or we send each other a text. Sometimes I turn around and sometimes I turn around and, for Christmas, which she celebrates Christmas this year, I definitely don't go into all of that Christmassy thing. But the thing is, you reach out. You don't have to wait for special occasion to reach out. You can reach out anyway. And if you or them are connected on social media, sometimes you don't got to leave a long message. You could just send something. They'll see. Just give a heart and say, I see you. I'm proud of you. Keep shining. Okay, move on. That's all you have sometimes. Sometimes, guys, I'd be so busy over here with me. Sometimes, like right now, from yesterday, I saying, okay, I need to reach out to I have few individuals. Okay, I need to take some time out. I have my aunt. Okay, my one of my aunts, my only aunt that's living at this point in time, and I said, oh my gosh, I need to call her and wish her a happy new year. And I've been saying that from the 31st of December, and here we are, guys, on the 20 something of January. It's not that you're not willing or you don't want to reach out. It's just that sometimes life be lifing you so hard that you can't figure out when is the right timing, because maybe it's a good timing for you to call somebody or to reach out, but for them it may not be. So I'm learning, guys, that it's okay. If you can't do it, it's okay. But there's other ways that you can tap in eventually. And if you have friends that don't tap in, don't take it personal. It's okay. Okay? Everybody's growing differently. We all are growing differently. It's like even baking a cake. Have you all ever tried baking a cake and then you go and check it and you check from the middle first? Why? Because the middle is the last part that's going to be cooked, and they always, I'm from an island, so we get one of the knife and you stick it in the middle, and if you pull it out, y'all know what I'm talking about. So to check to see if it's cooked, because around the edges it cooked faster than in the middle. So long story short, guys, if that other individual is not reaching out, you be the one to reach out. You reach out. You say hello. If you're feeling like so-and-so have not reached out to you and you're trying to get all in the valley of feelings and stuff, no, you check yourself. If they're not reaching out to you, you check in. You make sure that you check in with them. So I had to learn that, and I'm so glad that the people that's in my life, they also are on their own growth journey and they're learning it too. I don't have any issue with that, because if they know that I didn't call, they know Paulette was behind the wheel. Okay, if I don't hear any call from nobody or no text, I know they're busy. I love them. They know that I love them. I know they love me, and that's it, guys. Sometimes that's all you need. But I don't want no pressure of no friendship where if I don't reach out right on time, all of a sudden now he mad, she mad, they mad, everybody mad because they felt like you left them out or whatever. Stop it, guys. I love Minister Mars' message, the purge. Sometimes we got to purge away from all that negativity, okay? You purge yourself away from the negativity. If you are in any relationship or in any friendship and you're feeling like, wait a minute, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. This person, if I smile too much with this one and not with the other one feel a certain way. Don't put yourself in those scenarios, because life is gonna move with or without that friend. Because seasons, we're going to be in season. I realized today that the season that I'm in a different season, guys. You remember last year I was in the patience season. I was praying for patience. God was sending me scenarios on how to develop the patience. Minister Mars came out with that, and he talked about, he asked the Lord for love, love, and then he put him in a position where he's in with people that don't like him, but he got to learn to love them anyway. And he's like, but I asked for love, I didn't ask for hate. Like, why you put me in hate? But because it complements each other. You got to love people unconditionally. The Lord puts you in places where you are not loved or you're not liked. Your surroundings is not as pleasing as you thought or want them to be. But however, though, through that process is how you're going to develop unconditional love. Ain't that great? Like that was something for me that I was like, wow, Minister Mars is like hitting on it. He's on it right now. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I think he talked about the purge. His last sermon was the purge, and it talking about clear out yourself daily. Master yourself daily, not changing everybody else around you. You be the one to grow. And I said, man, and today with the purge, sometimes negativity comes around you and you got to learn to purge it. It's okay. They're going to be just fine. Sometimes you may need to do a little blocking sometimes. Sometimes you need to put them on mute sometimes. I'm not saying all the time. I'm just saying sometimes we got to learn to purge the things around us, especially if you're focused. If you're going into focus, just know the devil knows you're going into your focus mood. He knows, and he gonna send you all kind of distractions. Oh, he is very crafty. I could tell you that. The devil is very crafty. He is cunning. And whenever you are focused, many of us are on our holiness walk and we are focused on working on, getting the Holy Spirit and getting all of the nice, the getting covered and in the body, and here up step the devil. He's like, ooh, this one is getting ready for it. Let me just throw them a curveball over here so they could distract him. Like just yesterday and today was 2 days that I could see the devil straight through. And I said, oh, I see you. My Lyft rides. By the way, I've been doing Lyft now for over a year. Okay. And I always had pleasant conversation. Not that the conversations that was having was negative towards me. It just was a conversation that I was like, oh, what's going on here? I'm not used to this. Like yesterday was I call it my senior citizen day, because I had all senior citizen. No, they're good tippers. I could tell you that. That's one thing with them. But their conversation, their vocabulary was just different. My ear was not. I've been for the last year. Oh, by the way, guys. Oh, I forgot. 2 days ago, I have 1 year on my holiness journey. Oh my God, I forgot that. Not that I forgot it, it's just that I didn't make a big deal about it. But on the 18th of January of last year, I did a purge. Okay, I declogged my life per se, my closet. I declogged everything on that date. And the 18th of January of this year, 2026, that was my 1 year on my holiness walk. And I said, wow, I've came a long way. I came a long way. She didn't come a long way. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Okay. But you know what? I don't miss anything of it. And yes, there's things that I need to clean up a little feces a little bit more, because we're going to forever be cleaning up the feces. Maybe we may snap a little quicker. Our patient level may just, get cut off. Like Minister Mars says, sometimes, he goes into scenarios and people got to remind him, be nice, be nice. Don't just fly off the handle, he got to recollect himself. We're going to be tested, guys. It's not that you're like on holiness and you don't have nothing going on. I'm sorry for you. If you are on any focus in your life and you are in any holiness or faith walk, you will have opposition. You're going to have distractions, and you just have to learn how to sweep through all the craziness. Because you're going to get it. But how are you going to sweep through? Are you going to go and default back to the square one? I didn't want to default back to square one, because where I was at square one, with the thought process, with the belief and stuff, it was not the truth. So when I found the truth, I'm like, I don't want to go back. And then all of a sudden I'm looking in real time. We have a pastor that's going through the trenches, because as he is speaking the truth, you have opposition coming right and left out of nowhere. You have people within your own house going against you, within your house. You can imagine. And he's standing strong. So I'm like, that is a great example right there. So who am I to cave back and retract back to the beginning when opposition comes? We must push through. We got to push through, because that is just showing us an extra strength on how to deal with opposition and negativity. When you see pastor have to have people that he been walking with for years upon years, for decades, and they just switch up on him and stuff, that hurts, guys. It's painful. But you know what? He'll talk about it here and there. He'll bring it to attention just to make sure he clarify whatever lie they're saying about him, and he move forward. You don't see him there boo-hoo and whining and staying in the valley for long. Pastor gonna talk about it and he gonna move on. Why don't we just grab that same attitude. As Minister Maz said when he talked about the purge, he's like, you got to master you, changing your attitude towards whatever is attacking you. Instead of whining, we're like a wimps. We whine about everything instead of taking it to the Lord in prayer. And he said it. He said, seek ye first the kingdom. Not seek everything else that we want. Seek the kingdom, and everything else will just fall into play. We're always seeking the wrong things. That's why our attitude is always out of sync with everything we do, and we're feeling like a failure, or we're feeling like we're not getting ahead, or we're feeling that, oh, the devil attacking me. No, your stinking attitude is what's the problem, because you're not mentally cleaning out the feces out of your worship. So what happens is, when that's not happening, I'm talking to myself, guys. I just want you all to know I have to struggle too. I don't know about you guys. I know about me. This is me talking to me when I'm trying to get on my, well, Lord, why me, Lord? Lord, why me? And it's because, Paulette, your attitude is off. Maybe if you will adjust your sail and check yourself, things will start falling into play. Guys, let me tell you, January, I've made a decision. I am not going to stay stuck in the old me. And I always will tell you guys, if you see me the same as yesterday, if you are stuck in the same behavior as yesterday, then you're not growing. You're not growing. So at the end of the day, you want to grow, right? And in order to grow, you got to go through the process. That's how we grow. Most of us, I think I shared yesterday on my Facebook in regards to a lot of time what happens is that people, they don't want to move. People don't want to move. They want to stay where they're at. And that's sad. They come to you with a problem. They come and they complain. And you listen. Okay, I heard the problem. I hear that problem. Yes. And then all of a sudden, they're asking you, well, what do you think about it? But they don't want the solution that you're going to give them. They just want to talk about the problem. When you get those type of people, they call them the ASK holes. Meaning they come to you to drop all their rocks in it, and then you're trying to give them a solution. They don't want to hear about your solution. But they're unteachable. Unteachable people create unmovable problems. If you don't want to hear the solution because you're unteachable, then keep your problems to yourself. Don't tell me, because I'm going to bring you a solution. And I don't mind bringing, carrying a few of your pebbles or little rocks. But if you're going to throw all your rocks on me, you're just going to come and throw up on me. It's like somebody come and you're standing in line waiting on the bus and they just throw up on you. And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, whew, that was such a relief. Now they could have gone and go in the trash can or go elsewhere, but they just come and throw up on you. How disrespectful is that, though? How disrespectful is that? And then on top of that, they just keep moving. And then tomorrow, the same place, same location, they come and throw up on you again. How long are you going to stay there and allow people to throw up on you without you setting your boundaries? You got to set your boundary. Sometime you're going to set your boundary. You're not going to be thrown up on, barfed on all the time, every time. And you'd be like, oh, okay, I'm your safe haven. No, I don't want to be your safe haven all the time for your negativity when you're unteachable. You don't want to hear my solution, so leave me alone. Keep your problem to yourself and drown in it because you want to stay there. I will try my best to help you, but I cannot stay there with you. And that's sometimes when I was talking about friendship. Some friendship you have to grow out of. And some friendships, they're with you in season and out of season. You just don't communicate as often because everybody is growing at their level and at their pace, and they're on to something different. In every friendship you got to grab the positive and leave the negativity. Don't look at all the negative that happened. Look at the positive. Look about the laugh that you had when you were in that connection and communication. Look at the memories that you created. We start to think differently when we start looking at the bigger picture instead of saying, oh my God, that person was and all the negativity we're talking about. I don't want to talk about the negativity. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the positive. Let's talk about the joke that we used to have. Let's talk about all of that thing. And that was going to help you mentally for when you have to go up and say, you know, that individual is no longer in my life, but boy, we had some good laugh. Let's think about it differently. Change the attitude, changing the thought process, changing the way that you react to things instead of reacting out of emotions. Sometimes pause yourself. Pause yourself, you pray about it, and you let it go. We have no control over the next person. All we have control over is ourselves. And as you grow, guys, and please do not be unteachable. Sometimes we don't want to hear what the other person have to say, but sometimes it's necessary to listen to other individuals, and they're going to tell you, and you know you have a problem. You know you have a problem. Paulette knows she have a problem of running off of the mouth. I know it. I ain't going to hide it. I'm going to confess it to you right now. I'm very sharp. But you know what? I'm also teachable. Because if somebody could pull me over, and it's not easy, trust me, constructive criticism is not easy, but I don't want to be there. I don't want to stay in that position. When people give you constructive criticism, it may hurt your feelings, yes. But you know what? They cared enough to tell it to you. So don't run from it, face it, and change. Adjust your sail. Because sometimes you know that that's the problem. You just don't want nobody else to tell it to you. But sometimes people love you enough to tell it to you, and you need to give them a lot of high five for telling it to you, because you know that was coming. I don't want to be around nobody that can't say it. You don't be a yes friend. You just say it. Boom, this is what it is. And be open to it and change. And don't be unteachable. Many of us stay stuck. Even on our holiness walk, many of us stay stuck because we're unteachable. We don't want nobody to tell us nothing. But then, yes, you do get a lot of peanut gallery that comes in, want to overly tell you things when they ain't doing it themselves, you know. But like I mentioned to you guys, an unteachable individuals creates unmovable problems. And when you around people that's unteachable and they create problems and they want to stay stuck on that problem, the only individual that has to change their route is you. You need to purge your surroundings and keep it moving. So that's all I have for y'all today, guys. Let me see what's in these chats. Hello, Sister Tanya. Thank you so much for always coming in here. I appreciate you. Sister Tanya say you said it be you said it be the cheerleader. Yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, you be a good cheerleader, and then sometimes you just make sure that you just scoot out of the way. You know, you get out of the negativity, remove yourself. Sometimes that's all that matters, you know, and you focus on you. Focus on you. That's right, sis. Hello, trusting God's word. Okay, now this is a new name. Who is this, Brother Jaman? It looked like the hat. So I'm seeing the hat, but I'm not sure. So kudos to you. Welcome, trusting God. Thank you for coming in here. Pray all is well with you and your family. Likewise, brother. Likewise. I pray all is well with you too. Sister Tanya said, purge the negativity. Yes, you have to purge the negativity, especially if you can see it coming. Sometimes we have to, like, you know, duck. Get out of the way. Move yourself, you know, with class to the side. Okay? Don't stay there to get hit with it. You know, it's like somebody miss and throw a ball, and you see the ball coming, and you know you're going to get hit and you're going to knock yourself out. Why are you going to stay there and take the hit? Because you scared you're going to hurt the person that miss and throw the ball to knock you out? Feelings? Well, oh well. I'm sorry. Sorry. I love you from this balcony. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Tanya, for 1 year already. Yes, it's been 1 year already, Sister Tanya. 2025 was of last year. January 18th of 2025, I purged my closet. I even started my weight loss journey, but haven't started to really focus on till, like, I'm in my 13 week today of my weight loss journey. But back then, from then, I was like, wait a minute, I don't like being fluffy all the time. I want to go back to Paulette little self, and it's going to take some work. And yes, 1 year on the 18th of this month, I was 1 year in here. Trusting God says, let me see. Sister Tanya says, we are all having a big snowstorm here, brother. Okay, well, prayers to you guys that have the snowstorms. I'm praying for you all. We having sun, as you can see. This beautiful sun is just blinding me right now. And I wish I could have sent it through here for you guys, but you guys can see the sun, right? Hawaii. We, in the morning, around this time, it's 70 something degrees. Then in the morning, it will dip to like 64, 68. And then around when the sun comes up, it picks up again to 70 something. So that's the weather we're dealing with. And it'd be cold, I can tell you that. It'd be very cold, So you guys stay safe out there. Same here, Sister Paul. Yes, awesome. Are you trusting God? Are you Brother Jaman? See, I think YouTube changed your name, because I knew you from a different name. But anyway, YouTube be changing name. I just know that he wear his hat. Or I know Brother Bob T is a different one, but they like hats too. He like his little hat and his little cartoon thingies. But yes, okay, there you go. I thought so. I was like, wait, is that Brother Jamal? He like his hat. There you go. Okay. Well, yes, brother Jaman, welcome in here. Thank you guys for joining in here. Let's see. Justin God said, will do, sis. I pray God keep you and your family, and I pray the same for you, brother. So thank you guys for chiming in. I'm going to say a bitty goodie to you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this conversation. If you're just coming in, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys mañana. Okay? I love y'all. Bye-bye, babies. A bitty goodie. Bye-bye.